seriously, you better stay away from Chinese women. In this specific video, I'm gonna tell you why. Welcome to another video. So, a foreign social media user in China recently found himself at the center of an online debate after being privately messaged by a Chinese man, warning him to stay away from Chinese women. The controversy has ignited discussions on love, cultural identity, and the increasing prevalence of international relationships in China. The incident was shared by a user named Lolo from America, who posted his experience on the Chinese social media platform Xiaohongshu. Accordingly to Lolo, he received an unsolicited message from a Chinese man urging him to distance himself from Chinese women. The man argued that China has more men than women and that foreign men should not compete with local men for Chinese women. Oh my God, are you guys feeling like not strong enough to compete? Or what? Lolo, surprised and baffled by the message, questioned the logic behind such a demand. Doesn't everyone have the right to choose who they want to love? Oh my God, this one is so good. He wrote, "Isn't love supposed to be about chemistry, respect, and emotions rather than nationality or population statics?" Great. He expressed concern that such attitudes were discriminatory and disregarded personal choice in relationships. The post quickly gained traction, sparkling intense discussions among netizens. Some sympathized with Lolo, arguing that love knows no borders and should not dictate by nationalism. One user commented, "You are absolutely right. Love is a personal choice and should not be restricted by nationality." Others, however, defended the Chinese man's perspective, claiming that he was merely expressing concern over the country's gender imbalance and traditional family values. In China, there is a tradition of bride price, literally. This subject comes from, in almost every story, the bride price. And so what? So this guy is concerned that he cannot afford the bride price, or that the girl needs to get a bride price and he might not be able to somehow pay it, or what? It's his business at the end of the day. Okay, in China, there is a tradition of bride price when a man marries a woman. Maybe he's worried you won't understand or accept our customs, one user explained it. So what is his business? Lulu responded humorously, stating, "Luckily, I have enough money for the highest bride price." Oh my God! That was such a good response! Lolo, you're my hero! Where are you? I want to meet you and make a video together. This is hilarious. I'm in love with that answer. Many users weighed in with mixed opinions, with some emphasizing the importance of cultural similarities in relationships. Okay, so now they talk about similarities. Once the bride price is settled, they're worried about other cultural aspects. Do you believe finding someone within your nationality is best because you share many cultural similarities and language? Lolo asked his audience, prompting further discussion. So if you guys want to see, Lolo is this guy. So I don't think this Lolo name fits this very strong, manly guy. One user responded, "You need to understand that some Chinese men losing potential partners for foreigners feels like an additional disadvantage. It's not about hate, but rather anxiety over their own marriage prospects." But you just don't say that. That makes you weak, It's like, leave our women because otherwise we are left without. However, others dismissed the message as a mere jealousy. He probably just can't find a wife himself, so he is blaming foreign men, another commenter wrote. Despite differing opinions, many netizens agree that personal relationships should be based on love and mutual respect rather than external pressures. "Marriage is a serious commitment," one user said. "As long as both partners are happy, that's all that matters." Lolo, undeterred by the criticism, ended his discussion on a light-hearted note. "I have already fallen in love with Chinese food," he joked. Okay, so let's read some comments, guys. "The culture of blaming others for your troubles and not accepting responsibility is prevalent here in China. American men complain they have to date outside of the USA because women in our own country are supposedly too picky, volatile, and complicated. Virtually every country, I think, encounters this dynamic to different degrees. Not just China, it's everywhere. It's called human nature. To be fair, men in every country are capable of this and often resort to this sort of mentality when they feel inadequate or insecure. Ha ha ha. Boring. I was expecting your comment. Who walked like a woman but talked like a man, walked on the wild side. I reckon this Chinese isn't very good, so he was reading instead, obviously. Okay. Let us watch the video if possible. There's a video here. This is so foolish. Chinese people are surrounded by women, and you can also find foreign and Chinese women all throughout neighboring and foreign countries. Such a pose makes Chinese men to sound weaker, which isn't the case foreign or domestically. Chinese people are among the largest number of people in the world. If he's so concerned with population, he should go make money and build a big family. Furthermore, there's no reason to believe the children of a Chinese and a foreigner couple won't be beneficial to China or even choose to stay and reside in it. Ancient China used this strategically. Rather than worrying about foreigners taking Chinese for mates, he should ask for help with women if he's struggling that badly, or maybe reach out to find a foreign wife himself. Since he's worried he can't compete locally for some reason. This is a very good comment. If anything, from a statecraft standing point, having more babies with mixed heritage boosts China's prestige in influence to rival nations like USA, UK, Australia, etc. This is such an ignorant standpoint. That said, I personally think a romantic love is a largely silly notion, and marriages and child rearing used to be handled in a variety of different ways which fit the circumstances of the society. Okay, so let us check this video. I don't know, maybe he's speaking in Chinese because he must be in China. Okay, so he's speaking in Chinese. Wow, okay. It seems like somehow he was reading the Chinese somehow the letters, but nonetheless it's a lot of credit to him to be communicating in Chinese. So I am very surprised, and so I think he gave a great response. And yes, the Chinese are so very worried about the China imbalance. But if you are that worried, just as the other commenter said, then you just have to perhaps migrate somewhere else and try somewhere else, just like all these Chinese men coming to Mexico and taking the Latina Mexican woman or Latina Peruvian, etc. For their wives, sometimes just for the lovers. Since they cannot get to afford wives in China because of the bride price and such, then here they come, and here, since there ain't no bride price, or some of them do not have many requirements, it's quite cheap for them to just get married compared to get married in China. So now you know that. What do you guys think about it? I just feel it's very... I mean, can you imagine in the near future, like if there will be like a policy, whereas like you are a foreign man in China, specifically foreign men, because foreign women, I don't think there is a problem, since there is somehow a disparity of more men needing women. So if we foreign women go and somehow help this problem to be less severe, then it's fine. But for foreign men, maybe they will even somehow like raise up their standards in order for the woman to not be taken away or be stolen by foreigners. The just little few women that are, I mean, they're not that little, but like the available women that are there be taken by foreigners, so therefore they can just impose some kind of rules in order for women to not be taken by foreigners, or in order for foreigners to not be easily taking Chinese women out of China or marrying Chinese women, because the disparity and they are needed for Chinese men there. What do you guys think? I don't see that. I even believe this could be possible in the somehow near future, that there'll be more requirements as a foreign man to get married with a Chinese in China, of course. If you're living elsewhere and it's a Chinese from somewhere else, then it's different. But I see it very possible in order to control the population. And what do you guys think about it? If you enjoyed this video, don't forget this video a thumbs up, and welcome to support me on the links down below. Kisses to the world, and until the next one.